Greetings, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is A Goddess Love, and welcome to A Goddess Loves Abundant Living. I am your spiritual business and life coach. I teach you how to live the abundant life that Jesus talks about by aligning yourself with the attributes of God and allowing those attributes to flow from you daily. Okay? Also, I teach you how to raise your vibratory frequency through love and meditation and service to others. So with that being said, let's open up in prayer before we go into this video. Infinite Spirit, we give you all the praise, thanks, glory, and honor. Speak through me today. Allow your perfect will to be done in our lives. Bless everyone that's listening to the sound of my voice with health, wealth, love, joy, happiness, and success. And so it is. All right, you guys. So I wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about breaking every chain and breaking up with the things in your life that no longer serve your life. All right? I want you to unchain yourself from emotional baggage. That means old stuff that you've done that you haven't forgiven yourself for, stuff that other people has done to you that you have not forgiven yet. You got to free yourself, okay, from this emotional baggage. All right? The baggage of your past. What else can be baggage? Fear of change. When I wrote this out, I'm always talking to myself, but in me talking to myself, it's for somebody else too. So I was like, okay, my emotional baggage of my past, okay, check that off. And then I said, okay, fear of change. And I said, okay, now that kind of, I paused a little bit. And so in me writing that out and me pausing, let me know, okay, I got some work to do there. So I said, fear of change, what is that about? So everybody know that I'm in the process of moving out the country. And so there's a little fear there, something new and different. I've never done it before. And we hear a lot of talk about these different countries and everything and how unsafe they are and all of that. And so I just want to say this. Everything that you listen to and hear about on TV is not true. Okay? We know that the TV or television, they have their agenda for the things that they put out there for people to watch. All right? And I say television stands for tell lies to your vision. Okay? And so watching a lot of TV and the news can keep us in fear. All right? And that's not what God wants us to be. God created this big old world, and he wants us to travel and to get out there and to see the world. Okay? But they have embedded so much fear in us, especially with this pandemic, and not wanting us to travel and not wanting us to just get out there and see other countries and everything. And so if you have a fear of traveling to different countries, let me say this. I'm going to give you a little bit of my experience when I went to Costa Rica 2 weeks ago. So I went to this country already with this idea, preconceived idea in my head about what this country was like based on the TV, like based on what they were saying the country was like, right? And so I went over there with a lot of fear, and I wanted to go because I needed a vacation, and I was excited, but I was still afraid, and I didn't understand that fear. Okay, so I get over there, and gosh, I wish it was a bench so I could sit down. Anyway, I get over there and it was freaking amazing, okay? The people were so nice to us. I was looking at different videos and reading different things, and they was talking about how rude people was and all that type of stuff. And listen, everything I read about and everything I watched was the complete opposite of what I experienced. And this is why you have to have your own experiences in life, okay? And so I'm saying to myself, okay, we're in a different country. When we would go back to the resort and go to our room, my sister and I, and when we would go in the room, I'm looking in the closets and under the bed and everything, checking everything. And my sister was like, who the hell is after you? And I'm thinking nobody, but I'm just making sure because I want to be safe. And so just being over there taught me so much about me, because I had no idea that I had that type of fear in me being in another country. Now, I'm saying to myself, hell, I should have been afraid being in this country. But it was the complete opposite of what I thought and what I expected. Not that I went over there expecting anything bad, but I didn't know what to expect. So I was just kind of open and praying for the best. But honey, let me say this. The people in Costa Rica were so nice and so pleasant and so kind and so helpful, and I didn't fear for my life at all. I didn't fear I just, oh my God, I can't even explain it, because I was a mess almost when I went over there, and then I get there and it was a completely different experience. So that really helped me in making my decision to move out the country, because those people over there, they walk around like la 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 la, like they don't have no fear. I mean, I was doing my research, and the biggest crime over there was petty theft, and I'm thinking, wow, this is amazing. Like, but it was a completely different experience, and I thank God for the experience, because again, that fear of change, you know, sometimes it'll keep you in bondage if you let it. So let's keep going. Breaking up with things that no longer serve your life, unchaining yourself from, here's one, unnecessary expectations placed on you by society. Now, society said you got to be this type of person, you know. I feel some kind of way. So y'all could be with me or not, it doesn't matter. But this is how I feel. I'm sharing my journey with you. I feel some kind of way about society saying, well, you got to go to school and go to college and get these degrees and do this and do that. And I'm watching, now I went to college and everything, and I got certifications in a lot of stuff. But I'm looking at like my daughters and my sisters, and you know, they got these degrees and they not working in the area of their degrees or anything like that. And they got all this debt. And I'm looking at, so what I did, I wanted to take because I went to school for early childhood education and psychology. And so what I did, all the books that they wanted us to purchase for that degree, I just went and found those books and started just reading them myself. I didn't need to sit up in somebody's classroom and do a whole bunch of homework and all this extra stuff. Plus, I had time for all that. I was trying to build an empire. And so I went and purchased the books, and I just started reading myself on my terms, you know what I'm saying, and my timing, okay? And that worked for me. Now, I feel some kind of way because, you know, they got these degrees and now they're in all this debt. They're not using those degrees, anything like that. And they could have done what I did, which was went and purchased the books and shucks, some on Amazon, like purchase the books and just read them and, you know, be your own degree, okay? So anyway, let me keep going. So the unnecessary expectations that society place on you, and that's stressful. You know, we learning how to de-stress, especially anybody that's in my age group. We're at a time in our lives where we're learning how to de-stress. If you're in your 40s, 50s, and 60s, your life right now is about de-stressing and not all this extra stuff. Now, when I was in my 30s, you know, I was out there chasing coins, and it was a wonderful experience. I had my house built, you know, and opened up a new business, and I was thriving in life. And that's where I was. And I bought everything I wanted to buy and did pretty much everything I wanted to do at that time. And so now my life is about embracing ease. It's not about out there trying to do this and do that and make that happen and all that. No, that's not where I am anymore. So I'm breaking up with these unnecessary expectations that society put on you, you know, saying you got to be doing this, you got to be doing it. I don't have to be doing nothing that I don't want to do, okay? And another one is expectations that your parents put on you. You know, they want you to be this, they want you to be that. Free yourself and do what you want to do. And I mean, you can listen to their guidance, but ultimately at the end of the day, it's your choice. And so you have to do what resonates with you. Your parents can't live your life for you. And sometimes parents can put unnecessary expectations on children, wanting them to either follow in their footsteps or do this or, you know, whatever. Now, my dad owned Leisure Curl, right? And so, you know, we had to take over his business. Now, I'm his oldest child. I say I'm the heir to the throne, right? And it's a lot. It's a lot. And I was telling my sister, I said, you know what? Our daddy lived his life exactly how he wanted to live it. He made millions and millions and millions on top of millions of dollars. We had the best life you could think of, you can imagine. He went everywhere he wanted to go. He bought everything he wanted to buy, and he fulfilled his purpose in this earth realm. Okay? I said, now that was his dream. I can't throw my dreams aside and pick up his dreams and keep on going. That's fine. I'll help do that. But that can't be my whole focal point, because again, that was his dream. That wasn't my dream, that was his dream. Now I could help and continuing to carry on his dream, but I'm not gonna allow these unnecessary expectations on my life that is going to put me in some type of stressful bondage to carry out something, because he did it. And it was a job well done. He did it. So I'm saying that to say, you know, people do put these expectations on you, and you got to be careful with what you allow people to put on your life. Now, another unnecessary expectation from your spouse. It took, let me see, me and my husband been married like 7 years, well, six and a half, something like that. And it took this amount of years for him to get it and for me to get it, that I don't need these unnecessary and unrealistic expectations on my life about being a wife. Now, I'm a doggone good wife, and he'll tell you that you are the best wife ever. Yes, I am, because I am a good person, and I know how to be a good wife based on me being a good person. Okay? Because that good is at the core of who I am. So, but all this stuff society put on you about this is how marriage is supposed to be, let me tell you something. You do your marriage how you need to do your marriage and what works for you. Okay? Because what worked for somebody else It may not work for you. And so don't let the enemy trick you into thinking that marriage is a one size fit all. No, be respectful, be honorable, but do you. So I had to learn that I had to not allow my husband, and we talked about this, to put these unrealistic and unnecessary expectations on me. Like, that ain't gonna happen. And I had to learn not to do the same thing. Okay, because at the end of the day, we're individuals, and we're people that have come together to share a life, but we still individual people. Okay, and we are still on our own individual spiritual journeys. So he got an assignment to fulfill that I need not interfere with, and I got an assignment to fulfill that he need not interfere with. Okay, but people think when you get married, you two become one. No, you don't. You still two individual people. Okay, and I don't like that, the church tell people that you two become one, but that's because that's not true. You can't even possibly become one like that. You're not even gonna think the same, believe the same, pray the same, all right? And you're not supposed to, because you're two individual people. He got his own beliefs, you got your own beliefs, right? Yes, your own way of thinking. He got his own way of thinking. So anyway, let me keep going. These unrealistic expectations placed on you by society, and this is to the women having this superwoman syndrome. Girl, bye. Been there and done that. Okay, in my 20s and 30s, climbing that ladder of success, and thinking I gotta be superwoman. I got, all these children, and I had to make sure that I was seen in a certain light, because I needed to keep my image intact. I didn't want nobody to judge my life because I had a lot of children. I was a young, black, single mother with 7 children. So statistically speaking, they had already doomed me. But I kept saying the devil is a lie. I wasn't gonna believe in that. I'm better than that. They ain't gonna tell me that I'm doomed to poverty. Hell to the no. My father made sure no matter what I did in my life, I was not doomed to poverty. Okay, that spirit wasn't on me. But I went to school and I did what I needed to do to make sure that I was not a statistic. Okay, so I didn't care what the statistics said like that, but I did my part to make sure that I wasn't young and dumb and just having a bunch of children and not doing anything with my life. Like, that wasn't gonna be me. So anyway, this whole superwoman syndrome that they put on you, like I said, yeah, I've been there and I've done that already, thinking that I have to do everything, like for my family, for my children, my grandchildren. And where I am now in my life, that's over with. I'm not I don't have the superwoman syndrome anymore. That is completely over with. So I broke up with that. And this false narrative about being a black woman. Black women we have to, what they say, be better than the rest of them. And all that's fine and dandy. Been there, done that in my 30s. You got to be better than the rest of them. You have to keep striving. Hell, no. I'm done with that. What I strive right now is for more peace, strive for more ease, strive for a comfortable living, strive for, more time in my day to write my books and make videos, and that's what I'm striving for. I've made a lot of money, and I believe in being comfortable. I used to believe in being, you got to have all this money and all these vehicles and big old house and all this glamour and all that. I'm not there anymore. And I thank God that I'm not there anymore, but I had to go through the process. Just like if anybody in their 20s and 30s watching this video, you got to go through the process. I mean, excuse me. I'm looking at, you know, some of the women that I coach in their 30s, and they going through the process, and it's okay. And I don't want to take nobody choices from them or their process from them, because they're not at my age. So they have to grow to this state of consciousness where I am right now, as far as embracing ease. Okay? And so somebody is calling me, y'all, all during the video. Anywho, so they have to grow to this, but I just wanted to talk to you guys about breaking those chains. So let me go through them again. And if anything resonates with you, do your internal work, right? Write this stuff out. And like I had to, as I was writing this down, I had to really focus in on what resonates with me, where I am in my life, and what I can do different. All right? So unchaining yourself from emotional baggage, right? Emotional baggage of your past, okay? Unnecessary expectations placed on you by society, by your parents, by your spouse, having this superwoman syndrome, okay, that you got to be doing. No, I'm so done doing. And this whole thing about being a black woman, you know, being a black woman, let me say this. I love, first off, before this whole black woman thing, I'm a melanin goddess. That's what I am. Who I am, I'm God in physical form. And I just happen to have a body made of melanin, okay? And I just feel like you got to know who you are, whose you are, and who you are. And this whole idea of a black woman, I don't know, I'm not going to say I don't know if I want to identify with her, but this concept of she's last, and this concept of she got to strive, you know, no. So what I'm doing is, I said to myself, let me sit for a minute in the consciousness of I and my Father are one. The consciousness of my God self, and the consciousness of the power and dominion and authority that God has given to me in this earth realm. So first and foremost, I and my Father are one. So I am an individual manifestation of God before being a black woman, okay? I identify with being an individual manifestation of God. I am a spirit being having a human experience, and in this human experience, I just so happen to have a melanated body. Now, in having a melanated body is so powerful within itself, because the same melanin that's in the sun, we're made of. So that don't put us beneath. What did God say? What the Bible say? I can't even think of it, but something like, what was last that which was last shall be first. Okay, so I just need you guys to think about it a little bit, okay? So, how you doing? Morning. So, being an individual manifestation of God, and I just so happen to have a melanated body, and the sun that gives us life and energy, we're made up of the same substance that's in the freaking sun that gives life and energy, and that grow the plants and just everything that gives life. And so for society to try to make us last when we are first, oh my God, but that's another video. So these ideals that society have, and that they try to bound you with, saying that, oh, you just a black woman. No, I'm more than that, because I know who I am in God and as God. So I look at Henrietta Lacks and how the cells of a black woman made so many cures, for so many different diseases, but they want to put us last. Hell to the no. I know who I am. Again, I know who I am. And so, with that being said, I'm not going to go off onto a rant, but only thing I want to say, well, the last thing I want to say is stand in your power. Know who you are. Stand in your victory, stand in your authority, stand in your dominion, okay? If you read the Bible, read it and know who you are as a melanated goddess, okay? And there are other books out there. If you don't read the Bible, there are other books out there that will teach you your divinity, all right? And again, before you are a melanated goddess, you are a individual manifestation of God in the physical form. So don't let nobody put all these stigmas on you about this is who you are, because they're wrong. You are who God says you are, and that's the only thing that matters. So with that being said, you guys, I'm in this video. Break up, you guys. Break up with those unrealistic and unnecessary expectations that society put on us. All right? So I want to thank y'all for tuning in, and again for being a part of my journey. I'm back at the shop, y'all, and for allowing me to be a part of your journey. Go ahead to the website at agoddesslove.org and go ahead and download your free prayers and affirmations. Also, 40-day vegan challenge. So if you are interested in veganism, go ahead and purchase the book. It's only $19.99, you guys, and I promise you it's going to bless your life, okay? It'll help heal a lot of the things that's in you if you are struggling with any ailments or anything like that, okay? So go ahead and purchase that book. We have a lot of, thank you to everybody that has purchased the God in Me Salutes the God in You t-shirts. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I just appreciate everybody that support the channel. Go ahead and like this video. Subscribe to this channel if you have not already subscribed. Like the video. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. If this video resonates with you, tell me that it resonates with you. Because listen, I know I'm not the only one that feel how I feel. Okay? I know I'm not. And how I know that, and God bless Gloria. God bless you, Gloria. I really do appreciate you. Her name is Gloria Presley, and we have been knowing each other for years. And she blessed my soul. Every time she watched one of my videos and she tell me that something that I said blessed her or resonated with her, and she always said we are soul sisters, because exactly what you was talking about is either what I'm going through, experiencing, or whatever. So that really blesses me, Gloria, for you to watch my videos and then for you to give me that feedback, because it lets me know that A, I'm not alone, and B, that I'm doing some good in the world. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about doing good in the world. And so I'm happy to be able to come on here and to be able to bless your life in some type of way, and to let you know that you are not alone, okay? And in the things that you're feeling and the things that you're going through, okay? So I really appreciate you, Gloria. I love you, and I thank you for being a part of my journey. And for the rest of you guys, thank y'all for being a part of my journey, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey. So please share these videos with your family and friends. Again, go to the website at agoddesslove.org, and we're going to end here. Let's pray. Our infinite spirit, I thank you for your protection and your perfection on our lives. I thank you for for your guidance and your leadership. I thank you for your Holy Spirit that surrounds us. I thank you for the light of Christ that never fails in our lives. I thank you for all of my listeners, and I speak blessings on their lives upon blessings upon blessings. And I ask you, and I am thanking you in advance because it's already done. So I'm thanking you right now because it's already done. I thank you for their health and their wealth, their love, the joy and the happiness and success that's in their lives. I thank you for them. And I bless all of you guys. I love all of you guys. And so it is. Namaste.